Good afternoon, it's 2 p.m. in the UK here, and it's Karen Richardson, and I'm here to talk to you about how you can tap into your heart's power. Now, the whole process actually only takes around 3 minutes, and it's incredibly powerful, but it's really important to understand how this works, why it works, how you can use it, how you can utilize it in your everyday life to really bring that extra power and empower you and manifest things that you've been looking for, and create healing in your body and for others. It's amazing. And also it's the tapping into inspiration and flow, which if you're in business, this is really, really important. And when it's coming from the heart, you can't go wrong, and it's going to be pure, and it's going to be incredible content that really does magnetize people. But what I want to explain to you is this is really quite a new science that has been discovered. It's not me that's discovered it, but I think I have found different ways in which you can use it to really bring a lot of power into your life. Now, I first heard of it from a guy called Gregg Braden, and you may have heard of him. He's one of the three amigos. He works with Joe Dispenza and Bruce Lipton as well a lot. And these guys also talk about this particular thing. And what it's called is heart-brain coherence. And the reason for that being is because it has been discovered that inside of your heart you have these neurites, and they're like the neurites that are in your brain. So your heart has its own level of intelligence, okay? And the other thing that has been scientifically proven is that your heart has this biomagnetic field, and it reaches far and wide and into like the field, into the ether around us, into the energy fields around us. Our brains have it as well, but it's very, very small by comparison. And it just goes to show that the heart is the most powerful thing in our body when it comes to connecting to source, or the universe, or the stuff that the universe is made of, or God, however you prefer to think about it. Okay, so it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, for years we talk about, I'm heart-led, yes, heartfelt, and these kind of phrases, and there's a reason for that. It's because we do feel with our hearts, and it really is the emotions that actually are the dictating force as to what we want out in the field. Now, just to give you an example, you can manifest things that you want. Equally, you can manifest things that you don't want as well. And I did a post earlier this week, and some of you may have seen it. And I actually went back about 6 years. It was when I was 7 months pregnant with my baby son, my second son, Ben. And I remembered I was in my office, because I was working in an office at the time, and one of the other admin staff from a different office came in. I've just been off. I had a fractured rib because I'd had this terrible cough. And at the time I had this really, really bad cough. And that just sowed that seed. And all I did was think, oh my God, I really hope that doesn't happen to me. I've got this cough as well, and if I'm 7 months pregnant, I've got this huge belly, what would happen if that happens to me? And I put a lot of thought, a lot of emotion into it, and guess what happened? I manifested that. And one night I had a coughing fit, and this, I can't even begin to describe the pain that I went through, and it happened every time I coughed thereafter. That was another time. I'm not going to dwell on that, but I just want to use it to show you that when you put emotion behind something, that is what gets sent out into the ether. And this is why, people say, thoughts become things, but actually it's the emotion that is evoked by the thought that will become the thing. So you might be sitting there thinking, I'm a millionaire, doing your affirmations and doing a great job of your affirmations. But if there is a disconnect with what you are feeling in your heart, then nothing's going to happen. And this is one of the reasons I want to teach this to you, because it's going to give power to those affirmations, because you're going to begin to feel, this is what it's supposed to feel like, okay? So, we can use our hearts in many ways. I use it now for, getting inspired in my business, for helping me find the next step as to where I want to go. I use it for self-healing. Whenever I feel I'm maybe fighting off a cold or some kind of dis-ease, I trigger it then. The other thing is, when you trigger this feeling of well-being within your heart, it actually stops all those stress hormones, okay? When you are coming from a place of love, the stress hormones are drastically reduced to nothing, and you let out the love hormones. And this has such an amazing effect on your body. You know, it's going to help eradicate disease, and it's going to help bring, you know, this vibration of love into your body where really negativity can't exist. And, you know, when should you use it? Every day. It's actually a 3-minute practice. I know what I'm talking about. You're probably thinking, well, oh, is this going to take a lot of my time? No, it takes 3 minutes. But I do feel you need to know why this is important and how you can use it as well. For instance, I used it before stepping onto this live so that I could step into a state of flow and inspiration and have the right things to say and share with you, and just allow this to flow through. If ever I'm visualizing, if I'm thinking about what I want to achieve, okay? And when I visualize, my achievement is usually how I can be of service for someone else. So it's kind of the vision beyond the vision. So, you know, imagining that you've already got the house and the car and all those things, then what would you do if you had a lot of money? Then what would you do? Who would you help? You know, you'd probably step out into your community, maybe help the homeless, you know, help those relatives or friends that just need a little bit of a financial hand. You know, that all those things actually become open to you. And when you actually do that from the state of love that you're invoking from your heart, that is the message you're putting out to your universe. This is where I want to be. This is the person I am, you know, because we need to talk in the present as well. We need to think when we have that vision, it's happening right now, okay? I also use it prior to meditation, so I can go deeper into meditation. And also when I do affirmations, rather than saying I am wealthy, I am, you know, healthy, I actually rather say thank you, because it's like you're saying, I've already received this gift, you know. Thank you for the abundance. Thank you for the money that's coming in. Thank you for the health in my body and the vitality. Thank you for bringing amazing people into my life. Do you see how much more powerful that is for your affirmations if you turn them into a thank you? And it makes it's already done. Okay, when you thank something, it's already done. And that is really powerful. And, you know, we are looking in these emotions of compassion, gratitude, you know, love, all these amazing high vibrational feelings. And we're looking those into our visions. We're looking those into our affirmations. We're looking it into our meditation. We are, you know, some days I just do it, not really with any purpose other than to feel good, have feelings of well-being, and just to put that out, you know, so when I meet people, they, you know, they feel that too. And that's why I like to just, you know, be in that state. And I do this, you know, once or twice a day, maybe 3 times, depending, because it's 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes, this process. And I am going to walk you through it. I just want to give you another example. The other night, we had the Hurricane Dennis or whatever it was called, and it was really windy outside, and I wasn't worried about it, but I couldn't get to sleep. So I just laid there and I put my hand on my heart, and I just asked for something to come through me. And what I received actually was a very deep healing that was really healing the traumas of the past. And it was an exercise I could actually teach to people to walk you through. And I will do that, but not today, because I don't want to throw too much at you in one session. So what I do want to do is teach you how we do it. Okay, like I say, it's a 3-minute exercise. And the first thing you do is you place your hand on your heart and you locate your heartbeat. And some people like to do it in prayer mudra, so you can feel the heart. This is what the yogis do. They hold prayer mudra. They have their hand on their heart. And, you know, so you tune into your heartbeat. And again, this just helps bring you down, slow you down a little bit. Okay, the next step is to close your eyes and actually connect a little bit deeper. Okay, so you close your eyes And you just take some slow, deep breaths, around 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. So deep breathing. And while you're breathing gently, just focus on your heartbeat and your breath and bring it together. Okay, now your body's calm. You are connected with your heart. And the last thing we need to do, there's only 3 things, so 4 things. Hand on your heart, deep breaths, close your eyes. And what I want you to do is bring in something that makes you feel gratitude or compassion or love. It might be your thought of your children or your pet, or just something that's happened that you're immensely grateful for. It can be a memory. It can be something that is, current. Just anything that puts you in that state of kind of this overwhelming feeling of, well-being and love and compassion and gratitude. So I've got my little dog keeping me company down here. So I'm immensely grateful to her. My children, again, just feelings of love just come pouring out when I think about my children. But whatever it is for you, bring that to mind and just bathe in it a little bit and just feel kind of that sensation of your heart swelling. Do you know what I mean? Your heart feels like it's expanding when you're in that session. Now, you should be there. If not, don't worry. Maybe you're not in the right place mentally to do this at the moment. You want to pick a quiet moment, ideally. But once you've got that, you can feel the expansion in your heart and you can feel this kind of calmness over your body. Right? Now is a good time to meditate. Now is a good time for your vision, to really connect and then be in that moment in your vision where you've achieved everything you want to achieve and you're feeling so much gratitude for what you've achieved, for doing your affirmations, what I call them, your thank you affirmations. Thank you for the wealth, thank you. But one of the first things I do when I'm in this state is actually I connect directly with my heart and I say thank you to my heart, because this invokes self-love. Okay, this invokes self-love. So you say to your heart, thank you. Not only are you this incredible little pump that keeps me alive by pumping blood and oxygen and nutrients around my body, but you have this incredible power that enables me to love and love others and love myself. And I just want to say thank you to that. And equally, if you are maybe fighting off some disease, I always use the words fighting off, not that you have, never own it, never say I'm coming down with it, I've got this. Okay, I'm fighting it because you're a survivor and you're a warrior, okay? Send love to that part of your body and you go, I know there's inflammation there because you're really working hard to get me well again, okay? And I say this because I had a cold last week and that's what I do. I send love to my immune system. And I say thank you because I know you're fighting this off and that's why I feel rubbish. Okay, thank you. And see how differently you feel internally by just saying thank you to your organs, to your, yourself. And this, if you are a person who struggles with self-love, when you look in the mirror and you can't quite feel that I love you there, but actually it's a strange thing when you're talking to your internal organs, which might sound a little bit crazy to some, but it comes through a lot more easily. Because remember, we are all connected. Sometimes we think we're separate from the body, and certainly medical science seems to think we're separate from, what our power is separate from our body, but actually it's all one. It's all one thing. So, you can use this for anything. Call in your intuition. This is a really good one. If you're not sure about something and you just want a quick yes/no answer, it'll be the first answer that comes in. It'll probably be before you even ask the question. Just tune into your heart and see what comes up, and it'll be the first answer that drops into your mind without you thinking about it. If you find your brain starting to go, oh, well, it's not happening for whatever reason, you haven't managed to make that connection. But that is it. That's all it is. It's 3 minutes connecting to your heart. And then, you don't ask for what you want. You're saying thank you. You've already received it. You say thank you for the health. Thank you for the wealth. Thank you for just showing me the way, It honestly, I can't describe to you just how powerful this is. It's really changed things for me. It's really made me feel a more loving person, a person who's more able to give more from my heart because of it. And to be honest, you if anyone's been following me for a little while, you may have noticed in the last few weeks there's been quite a radical uplift in my feed. I've had a lot of inspiration flowing through that I've needed to share with you guys. And, it's coming through. I'm sending it out to people who have subscribed to my list, which is the, here it is, evolvedentrepreneur.com. So do subscribe to that because you'll get more stuff and you won't ever miss a live either, because obviously I will be mailing this out, so you won't have to worry about that. So I do follow me, because there is some incredible things coming through right now, and I want to share those with you. I want to empower you. This is the thing, a lot of gurus are saying you should do this and you should do that. I want to empower you and help you figure it out for yourself, because when it comes through you, it's much more powerful than anything you're doing because it's kind of dogmatic and you've been told that's what you should do. It'll help you in your business. It will help you in your life, in your job, in your relationships, everything. So, that's kind of where I'm coming from, because I know this is powerful stuff. I hope this has been valuable to you. I hope you've really taken something away from this. And remember, it's just a 3-minute practice. It's not something that's going to take a lot of your time. I usually do it before I go to sleep at night, because I just think it's a really good place to be. And especially if you are, embedding a vision in there, that really gets into your subconscious mind. So that can, be worked on while you're sleeping, because we know that's, quite a powerful mode to be in. So thank you again for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Mwah! And I will see you next time.